Yo, what's up? It's Coach D here. Okay, so in today's video, we are going to talk about the basic fundamentals on how you can actually lose body fat and get shredded. Okay, because here's the truth. If you've been working on your body for more than 90, more than 120 days and you ain't shredded yet, you ain't doing it right. Okay, which means you don't know what the hell you're doing or you're not being consistent. Right. So I know a lot of you guys are in the gym every day and you're not getting the results that you want. Right. You're going in there, you're busting your ass, you're working out for hours every single week, but you still look the same. Or in worst case scenario, you're still getting fat, but slowly. Right. So I'm going to show you the basic fundamentals on how to get shredded. And before we continue forward, let me kind of give you a little let me just tell you who I am in case this is your first time tuning in here. If you don't know who I am, okay, I'm the dude. Okay, I'm the dude who wrote this book. Okay, this is the second edition right here, which I just launched. This right here was the first edition that I started writing over 10 years ago. Right, written a few books, and let me give you a little peek of what people look like when they follow my methods. Okay, just look at here. Look at here. Just follow this for about 45 seconds. Okay. These are all people who've been following my methods. All right. When it comes to you getting shredded, okay, it is a simple step-by-step process that you have to follow. And I'm going to give you some basic fundamentals here on how to actually do it. And on the very end of this video here, you're going to see that there's a photo where I did last year. I got fat on purpose. Okay. Got fat on purpose just to prove how easy it is to get to lose body fat. Okay. And I got back to my normal walk around body in 6 weeks. You see that? Okay. See that last one? That's what I'm talking about. All right. So now that we know who I am and why you need to be listening to me. Okay. I have a simple rule of thumb. Okay. If you don't have visible abs, here's a simple law, a simple standard that I hold all men to, okay? And from myself to all of my clients, and this is why my clients look the way they do, okay? There's a simple law when it comes to fitness. If you do not, this is like Damon Bible verse 1:1. If you don't have visible abs, you are fat. And if you are fat, you are weak. Now, what do I mean by that? Weak, not talking about weak like in the gym. I'm talking mentally weak, right? Because if you don't have visible abs, that means you're fat. And if you're fat, that means you are undisciplined with food. You are undisciplined getting to the gym. You are undisciplined on how you deal with your stress, right? You are eating emotionally and using alcohol to cope with your emotional situations, right? You're sleeping in, you're doing all the things and have certain habits that make you fat, which means, in my opinion, you're fucking weak. All right. So we're going to show you how to be fucking strong and how to be a man, because if you follow this video and follow these steps, you're going to get shredded. And then you're going to start to think like me and you're like, yeah, all these other fat motherfuckers are fat and weak, because you're also going to hear them and you're going to hear all their little, I can't because it's so hard, why they can't have the body they want, right? When it's just because they just a weak little bitch, all right? So I'm going to show you how to not be a weak little bitch, okay? So in order for you to understand what getting shredded is, you got to understand how the body actually functions, all right? So we're going to talk about this right now. So getting shredded, getting your abs out, okay? All it is getting to low body fat levels. Typically for most guys, sub 10%, okay? Sub 10% is typically when most guys start to see their abs, right? But they usually don't really look very good for most dudes until they're about like 6 to 8-ish. That's like the sweet spot for most dudes, right? But when it comes to you getting to low body fat levels, the number one most important thing that you have to master is your nutrition, okay? The reason why you don't have the body you want is because your fucking diet sucks, all right? Now, 90% of your results are going to come from your damn food. So what does that tell you, right? Most of you guys have been putting all this effort and all your focus on your working out. That's the least important part of this entire journey. The least important part of this entire journey. So for you to actually lose this body fat and reveal those muscles, those biceps, those veins, those striations in the muscles, right? In order for you to actually get any of that to come out, you got to cut body fat. In order to cut body fat, you got to master your food. This is the number one most important element you have to master every single day. Okay. So let me explain how the body works. Now you probably heard this before, but you haven't had it to you explained like I'm gonna explain to you. Okay. Now your body is burning calories 24/7, 365. Okay. This is known as your basal metabolic rate. Now, your body requires a lot of energy just to keep you alive every day, in case you didn't know that. It's known as your BMR, basal metabolic rate. Okay. The average dude is going to burn about 1,900, 2,000 calories a day just to live. Okay. That means just for your breathing, heart rate, body temperature, brain functions, all the cellular things that are being turned over constantly, and all the biochemical reactions in your body requires energy, right? It requires energy to make that happen. If you aren't burning calories, you die. Okay? You literally die because something has to fuel those things to happen, right? So the average dude is going to burn about 2,000 a day. We're just going to do a little simple, little easy number here, okay? This is 2,000 calories a day BMR, all right? Now, when it comes to losing body fat, it's real simple, you guys. It's real simple. You've heard this before. You got to burn more than you eat, right? So what you're trying to do is you're trying to get your calorie burn up as high. So you want this to be like 3,000, right? Okay, by working out consistently every single day. And this is also why you got to work out every day, because you need to get this number up here, right? Because if you just live off just your BMR and you eat the way I'm about to tell you to eat, you're actually going to get fat, okay? Because you're still going to be overeating. Now, this is how body fat works, okay? In order for your body to burn fat, there has to be a consistent calorie deficit, okay? So let's just say that you eat 2,000 calories a day or 2,200, which the average dude needs about 2,200 a day if he wants to get shredded, okay? You can do 2,000 to 2,200. Let's just use these numbers for example, okay? Now, you're going to be working out each day. Now, if you burn 3,000 a day, but you only eat 2,200, that creates an 800 calorie a day deficit. All right. So you're burning here, but you're limiting. Did you hear that word? Limiting. All right. Now, you cannot limit when you're fucking eating out breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Because when you do that, now you're eating 6,000 calories a day. All right. And that's why you guys are getting fucking fat. Is because you ain't cooking your own fucking food. And this is why you need to be making your own food at home so you can control the ingredients. I don't want to hear the bullshit fucking excuse that you ain't got time. Motherfucker, you got time. Okay? You got fucking time. You make fucking time. All right? You want results or do you want to stay fat? Because here's the reality, people. And I'm speaking to you men that are especially business owners. If you are fat, people don't respect you. If you are fat, you are losing business to people who are fitter. Because there are people like me that won't do business with fat people, right? So if I want to go invest in something that's in some kind of business aspect, something like maybe I need somebody to help me run my Facebook and Instagram ads, or maybe run a YouTube channel, and the dude comes to me and he approaches me and he's fat, I tell him straight up, I don't work with fat people, right? Now I do as clients, right? Because I help them get shredded, right? But when it comes to me taking my money and investing in somebody else's business, for them to help me, right, achieve my other goals, I'm not going to do it. Why is that? Because a dude that has not mastered himself shows me he lacks discipline. He lacks the confidence in himself. He lacks belief in himself. He's lazy. He eats emotionally. He doesn't handle stress well, right? So why am I going to go invest thousands of dollars into this individual that can't even fucking control the food that goes in his mouth? See what I'm saying? Right? I'll go find the dude that's thinner, right? Or the dude that's fit, or the dude that's jacked, and I'll go do business with him. And I'm not alone. This is people, the majority of people on the planet subconsciously. When you are a fat piece of busted can of biscuits, nobody respects you. And you're losing business to people who are, okay? So I'm gonna show you how to do that. I'm show you how to fix this, okay? What we do, we limit the calorie intake, all right? So we limit the calorie intake, And then what we do is we burn calories every day to create that deficit. Now you do this consistently, all this right here, boom, goes from body fat. You create a consistent calorie deficit, limiting your intake every single day. This forces the body to burn fat. Now, how did you get fat? Well, it's real simple. Most of you don't work out, right? Consistently. You're doing like 3-4 days a week. Bitch, ain't shit. Okay. You ain't even fucking half-assing it. That's some pussy shit. Okay. You need to man up. All right. So what's happening is you have many days of the week where you're only burning your BMR. And then on top of that, you're eating out breakfast, lunch, and dinner, right? Because you're too lazy to fucking cook and you're addicted to the food, right? And then you're eating 6,000 calories a day, and then you're in this massive surplus. And this, my friends, is how you get fat. It's real simple. Okay. And like I was telling you like I got fat last year just to prove how easy it is to lose fat. Right. And I did it in 6 weeks. Okay. So that's the basic fundamentals on how you burn fat. All right. So now we're going to talk about how to actually do that with your nutrition. So here's how this looks. Okay. Now you've probably heard the term macros before, probably many times, but you probably don't know what they are because most people don't. Right? Your macros are your protein, carbs, and fat measured in grams. And this is, you have to eat a specific amount of each in order to hit your calorie goals. Now, you're going to hear a lot of idiots. And here's the one thing that you got to keep in mind. Okay. The majority of the people that you see online, the majority of the influencers that you see online, they are heavy. When I say majority, I mean literally almost 100%, okay, are heavy, heavy, heavy drug users, okay? PEDs, performance enhancing drugs, all right? What they can do, what they can eat, what they can get away with, you as a natural man cannot, all right? So, and you're going to see, so what I'm saying by this is the way that they eat is the exact opposite of what I'm about to teach you, okay? For a natural man that isn't on PEDs, this is how you get shredded fast. Okay. So, number one, macros. Okay. Got to eat a specific amount of protein and fats. Now, when it comes to you being able to create the calorie deficit, right? Where do we slash the calories from? Right? Where do we slash it from? Because we have to create a deficit somehow. So, which one of these are we going to cut so that way we can get shredded? Okay. I'm sure a lot of you guys are thinking we cut fats. Bah, that is wrong. We slash carbs. This is what we slash. Okay. And the reason why is because fats, okay, your fats and your protein are essential macronutrients. What does that mean? Okay. Can't spell right now because I'm using a mouse, right? Essential. Okay. What this means is you have to consume a significant amount of these each day or you die. Did you hear what I said? Or you die, right? There was a chick a few months ago, hardcore vegan. She was a fruitarian, died from starvation, malnutrition, because she was not doing this. All she ate was fruit all day, which is carbs. Okay. Literally living off carbs for years. She literally withered away, looked like she was starving from Somalia, and ended up dying of starvation because she was not getting her essential macronutrients. Okay. Now, you're going to hear the opposite of this from all these PED drug using motherfuckers on social media. And here's why. Most of these PED using people actually tell you to eat protein and tons of carbs and to slash fats. Okay. Why is that? Because they are using PEDs. Okay. So they are getting a very, very high levels of testosterone because of their enhancements, right? Now, when you cut fats as a natural man, guess what happens? Guess what happens when you cut fats? Your testosterone tanks. Okay. That's supposed to be an arrow. Let me do that again. Okay. Your testosterone tanks. All right. Your testosterone is made from fats and protein. Now, do you see why we slash carbs? Carbs are inessential. Inessential. What does that mean? That means you do not need them. You can 100% live without them. 100% live without them. You can literally live off just protein and fats because your body, not only is it going to use this for all the hormones, your bones, your muscles, your repair, your functioning, like your mental health, like everything needs protein and fats, right? And just like I just said, including your bones. Okay. Now, you start slashing fats, your hormones tank. Okay. Your metabolism tanks. Everything goes to shit. Okay. You do not cut fats. And that's why, as a man, the basic minimum amount, which you'll actually need a lot more than this when your carbs are low, but this is the basic minimum. This is just for survival. Okay. 200 grams of protein a day and 100 grams of fats a day. Okay. Because these are essential macronutrients. You have to have those in order for you to be able to function and perform and recover and repair. Guess also what your muscles are made out of? Protein. Okay. Right? Your testosterone, fats and protein. Got it? So these are our priorities this is where the majority of your calories, if you're trying to cut fat and you're eating 2,000 to 2,200 calories a day, the majority of your calories come from fats and protein. Now, if your carbs are really low, like zero-ish, your protein will need to be like closer to 250, and then your fat's like 100 and, I don't know, 20, 140, right? But we slash this because they're fucking inessential, all right? The only people that justify that you have to have these are fucking sugar addicts, dudes who are fucking strung out like crackheads on this stuff, all right? So when it comes to you hitting your macros so you can burn fat, you gotta make sure that you get the majority of your calories from your protein and fats. And then what happens is whenever you do this, here we go, boom. Got that V-tapered waist with them abs. Okay, let's make that your belly button. Okay, then you're gonna look like this, right? When you do it consistently over time. And that's literally how you burn fat, guys. It's really, 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 really easy. All right. Now, so we kind of have the basics on how the body burns fat. We know which macros you need to prioritize, right? And then when I say that you need to be eating 200 grams of protein a day, I don't mean from fucking protein shakes and protein bars. Those are fucking candy. Okay. I mean from animal sources: beef, chicken, eggs, turkey, seafood, all that stuff, right? And then you slash your carbs, which is you slash it from, because carbs, just in case you guys don't know, fruit, rice, quinoa, beans, things like that they're all forms of carbs. Same thing with like oats, which I'm not a fan of those at all. But anyways, now let's talk about how to train to get shredded. Okay. Now there's many ways of doing this. This is just a simple little example of how I teach my people. This is literally how I train my clients in the gym. Like this is literally like our basic bread and butter that we normally do on a regular basis. This is even how I train in the gym. Okay. So we do what's known as trisets typically. Okay. So what that means is there's 3 exercises per set. So let's say if you're hitting legs, right? The way that this works is you can do a set of squats. So for 10 reps, right? Lunges, 10 reps each leg, hit some abs, 10 reps. Okay. Bang, bang, bang. Those moves are done back to back. Bang, bang, bang. Then you rest, right? Maybe 90 seconds, 45 seconds, 2 minutes if you're really out of shape, right? Then you repeat this and then you do it 4 times. Then you go to the next 3, repeat 4 times, right? Then the next one, repeat 4 times. Okay. That is 1 day. That is 1 day working out. Okay. Now, the reason why this is so effective was because remember when we were talking about how we're trying to create a calorie burn, right? In order for us to get our calorie burn up, right? So to our 3K plus, right? You have to be burning calories every day. Now, what happens is a lot of you guys go to the gym, and what you do is you just go in and you just do 3 sets of 10, right? Okay. Of one move, right? Let's just say you did squats, right? Which I doubt you did because most of you motherfuckers skip leg day, right? Pussy. It's character building day. We all hate it, okay? We all hate it. We got to do it though, okay? So you do 3 sets of 10 on squats, right? Then you do 3 sets of 10 on, say, leg press, right? And then you do 3 sets of 10 on, say, ham curls, right? So you did 9 total sets. 9 total sets of work. How many calories do you think you burned here? You can burn shit. You burn like 200 calories. Okay. You can burn shit doing all that. Like nothing. Because you basically stood around and rested like 90% of the time that you're there. Now you're doing sit, right? That's 1 round. So that's 12 sets just in your A round. Okay. 12 sets in your B round. 12 sets in your C round. All right. Now, how many calories do you think this guy's going to be burning compared to this dude who's doing some simple ass 3 sets of 10 bullshit? It's kind of obvious, right? Who do you think is going to burn more, right? Who do you think is going to lose fat faster? Who do you think is going to build more muscle? It's obvious, right? It's obvious. Okay. That is why we train like this. It's to maximize our time in the gym, right? You get more done in less time. You go in there, you execute the program and just tear it up, right? And then your goal, this is a little goal that I teach my men too, because we wear heart rate monitors. Okay. You can use your Apple Watch. You can use Polar, the brand Polar, Garmin, Samsung Galaxy Watch, Fitbit, Charge 5 and 6 are great too. There's a lot of things that you can do, but you want to make sure that you burn every single day a minimum of 700 to 1,000 calories a day in your workout. You only start it whenever you go work out, and then you stop it whenever you're done. But you don't leave the gym until you hit your 700 to 1,000. If you want to go real fast, hit 1,000 a day. That's the standard, 1,000 a day, right? So let's say you get done with this and you're only at, say, 600 or 500, right, that day, right? What you got to do is add something else to get your numbers in. So let's say you're like super aggressive, like I'm gonna burn 1,000 a day, I'm gonna get shredded fast, right? I'm gonna whoop whoop whoop, right? What you're gonna do this entire workout, and this is exactly what I would do, right? So when I was telling you guys I got fat last year, this is literally how I did. I literally did this. I did this workout, right? Did a very similar workout, right? Hit my 3 different rounds of 3 moves, doing trisets, right? And usually by the end of the workout, because I'm a little dude, I'm only like 5'6", right? Usually by the end of the workout, I'm about 600, 650, right? Calories burned, right? The taller that you are, the more you're going to burn. The more you weigh, the more you're going to burn, right? But what I would do is every single day when I got done, I would drive down the street. There's this little spot where there's a little hill by my house, and I would do hill sprints, right? Every single day. And I would do anywhere from 10 to 30, depending on how much I needed in order for me to hit my 1,000 a day, right? And that's it. So you hit your, and you can do this on a separate workout. You don't have to do it in the same workout, as long as you hit your numbers for the day. And the reason why we do this is it's to give you a goal to work towards, right? This is a numbers game. This entire journey, look, business owners, listen up. KPIs, okay? Your key performance indicators, okay? Tracking your workouts, tracking your weights, tracking your sets. These are your KPIs, right? Tracking your calories. These are your KPIs, right? Tracking your workout, your calorie burn for your workouts, KPIs, all right? So if you limit your calories every day, right? You hit your macros, then you go burn calories every single day, hitting your calorie burned every day. You gonna make results every single day. You gonna get more and more shredded every single day. All right. This is basically, this whole journey is a numbers game, you guys. It is. Once you understand that, it's just a numbers game and you just execute the plan, getting shredded is easy. It's easy. Like fat loss is such an easy thing. And that's why I'm making this video, because there's so many of you struggling with this, and you shouldn't be, because it's a really simple concept, right? Limit your calories. It's literally 2 things, guys. Limit your calories every single day, every single day, every single day, including Friday, Saturday, Sunday, motherfuckers, because that's where most of you blow it. Okay. Every single day has limits. And then number 2 is burn calories every day, right? Working out every single day is a non-negotiable. Non-negotiable. What does that mean? Non-negotiable means you fucking work out every single day. Why do we have to do that? Why? What did I tell you a few minutes ago? What did I tell you? The reason why we do that is this. Let me clean this up a little bit though, because it's a little messy. All right. So let me give you a little reminder. This is why we work out every day. Okay. In order for you to hit, and remember, your BMR is here, right? Your calorie limit is here, 2,200, right? Your BMR is 2K, right? Now, remember, if you don't work out and then you eat 2,200, you're actually getting fat, eating clean, okay? That's why working out every single day is a non-negotiable. So you can get your numbers up to 3K, create the deficit so you can melt some fat, boy. Melt some fat, boy. Right? That's why we do that. Okay. Now, you're not going to be beast mode every day because you're going to be beat up after some of these workouts, right? And depending on your fitness level and how quick you recover and how good you eat and how good you sleep, all these things come into play, right? But you got to move your body every day, right? So a simple way to start. Like if you're a newbie and you haven't really like gotten really deep into this yet, okay, here's a simple workout. Here's a simple little workout thing you could do. Okay, so let's say this is Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Here's what you do. Monday, hit some legs and abs. Okay, Wednesday, back and chest. Same workout. Okay, Friday, arms and shoulders, right? And then here's what you do if you're a newbie, all right? Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday, Sunday, you're going to walk 10 to 20,000 steps. Now, this isn't even really like a workout. It's best if you kind of turn that into intervals and kind of run. But if you're really fucking fat and out of shape, right? Then this is probably all you're really going to be able to do. But you're going to still have to move your body. So it's best to find some hills. You got some hills in your area, unless you live in flat ass Texas. Okay, that's where I'm from. So it's flat, right? But in California, we got hills everywhere, right? So you can walk 10, 12,000 steps in the hills. You can actually burn a significant amount of calories, right? And you just do this in the beginning, right? So just do 10K, right? 10K. As you start getting fitter, you can bump it up to 20, right? And then as you start to get fitter, then you would turn these days into lifting days too. And then, you can have some straight up just sprint workouts. Like on Saturdays, we do it's like Saturday shreds. We do it's like high intensity shit on Saturdays, right? But you get the basic fundamentals. There's a million ways of doing this, but the main thing that you got to remember is you got to fucking move your body. You got to move your fucking body, okay? And move it a lot, all right? Now, everybody has desk jobs, and there's a recent study that just came out just a few months ago, basically showing that the people who sat the most at work had the highest all-cause mortality, and most of those people were dying of heart attacks. Literally, sitting is the new smoking. So at the very minimum, you fucking walk every single day, you're going to be extending your life on top of burning calories so you can get shredded, okay? So just make sure your walking is intense. As you start getting fitter, you can even turn it to a run walk, right? So that way you can burn more calories, or just go do hill sprints, right? On those in-between days. Doesn't matter. Hit your fucking calorie burns, all right? Hit your fucking calorie burns, all right? Now, on top of that, you should also be utilizing progressive overload each week, trying to beat what you did last week. Now, that's a whole nother video. I'm gonna have to make a different video on that one, because that one could take forever. But this is the basic fundamentals on how you actually train. But remember, this is only 10%, right? You gotta dial in your food, right? You always know who eats the best. You know how you know? Because they're shredded. Period. Those are the ones that got the most discipline, right? They're the ones that discipline Monday through Friday, okay? And Saturday and Sunday, right? We always know who eats the best because they always limit their calorie intake and they stay shredded, right? Which is literally like less than 1% of the population. So I'm trying to teach you how to be a fucking 1%er here, all right? You have it in you. 60 years ago, you look at any photos from the beach from the 1970s, most dude had abs. The average dude had like a 30 to 32 inch waist. He was 150 to 166 pounds average just 60 years ago. Today, the average dude's 200 with a 40-inch fat ass gut. Okay? It is horrible what we are seeing today. It's absolutely disgusting. And it's just because we've gone from eating more of an animal-based diet where we had like, protein and veggies and actual natural foods to now everybody, all they eat all day long is processed, highly refined shit. It's all they eat. Breakfast, lunch, and dinner, right? Drinking fucking coffee with creamers and sugar in it, drinking energy drinks full of sugar, drinking soda, right? Hitting the Starbucks, getting your little cappuccino that's got like 90 grams of sugar in it, right? Then you got to get a fucking donut or a bagel with it. Then for lunch, you go eat a burrito, right? Then for dinner, you swing by fucking McDonald's on the way home, or you go home and fucking cook up a big old bowl of pasta, and then you eat fucking dessert after, right? Shit, shit, and shit and shit. Because literally all Americans eat all day long. So, and the average American consumes like 500 grams of carbs a day. Okay. It is horrible. Okay. Horrible how Americans eat. Right. And this is why I told you in the beginning. And you have to understand this too. It's an addiction, just like a drug addiction. Okay. So when it comes to you trying to get your macros dialed in, so that way you can get shredded, the number one step, okay, is to get all the processed shit out of your house and throw it in the fucking trash. Okay. That is step one. You can never allow it in your home. And the reason we do this is because these foods are designed by the food companies to be addictive. No shit. Literally designed. They spend millions trying to create the proper formulas to create what's known as the bliss level. No shit. They literally do this. It's called the bliss level, which means they know the formula that they put in this product is going to trigger such a dopamine high, you are going to become an addict and then become what's known as a heavy user. Sound familiar? What else is a heavy user? Alcoholics, drug addicts. They know this. It's done on intentionally. And this is why step number one that I teach everybody, get it out of your house, because your mind will subconsciously talk you into consuming it. It'll be like, oh, just finish this box. Just finish this bag. We'll start Monday. We'll start next week. We'll start I'm just going to finish this one. It'll talk you into it every time. You have one bad day and you got some fucking crack on the counter. Guess what? Now you're face deep in ice cream, face deep in pizza, binging on bread. It's an addiction and you have to treat it as such. So think about that. If it's an addiction because you get high from it and it literally creates the exact same behaviors, right? How do you kick an addiction? Cold fucking turkey. Okay. Now, so then some people are like, well, can we do cheat meals? Do you cheat on your wife? Do you cheat on your wife? Do you cheat in your business? Why the fuck do you think you should be cheating on your fucking diet when I just told you it's a drug habit? If you go, if a heroin addict that's been sober for a few weeks goes and has more heroin, guess what happens? Full on fucking relapse, right? Now they're a full fucking heroin user all over again. Same shit is going to happen with your food, right? And this is super common. And this is why I'm bringing this to your attention, because I see this all the time, especially with new clients, right? Get new clients, right? They come in, they're hitting their macros, they're doing everything right, they're making crazy progress, they're looking good, they're feeling good, they're like, man, I feel so amazing, I can't believe I didn't do this sooner. And then what happens is about 3 weeks in, 4 weeks in, they're making all this crazy progress, right? And I'd already told them, don't keep this shit in your house, right? But then they go to a birthday party, right? Maybe a kid's birthday party or one of their friends' birthday parties, right? And then what happens is they get tempted to have, a bite of cake or a bite of pizza. Guess what happens? Binge. They gain 5-10 pounds over that weekend, right? And then they show up on Monday and they're like, dude, you were so fucking right. I had fucking chips and fucking bread and cake and ice cream and all this fucking shit. He's like, I was feeling so fucking good. And then I just fucking relapsed just like a fucking drug addict, just like you said. Now my joints hurt. My stomach hurts. I'm tired. I'm lazy. I'm like so lethargic. And he's like, you were so right. I know. Science, right? It's just how it is. I'm just giving you the fastest way to get to what you want. This is the fastest way to get to where you want. So you don't fucking cheat ever. Okay. You don't dabble with the bullshit ever. You got to eat clean permanently if you want to look good and feel good permanently. There's no ifs, ands, or buts. I haven't had a cheat meal since 2012, you guys. No shit. Because when the science came out about all this inflammation and gut health shit was back in about into 2011, 2012. Let me tell you this story. I went to Vegas with my wife. And what we used to do is we used to eat super clean all week long, right? Prep all of our food, track all of our macros and stuff. And then like on Saturdays, we used to do like a weekly cheat meal. right? And we go to like a buffet or whatever. Well, we had gone to Vegas this one weekend and we were looking all shredded and shit, because we were going to be at the pool parties and everything. And then on the way back, when we were leaving Vegas, because it's just a 3.5 hour drive from here, we went to a buffet, right? Kind of had a little bit of everything, all we wanted. And this was just when the science about gut health and systemic inflammation and all that stuff was hitting the scene. And so I was just now starting to learn it. And so we go to the buffet. I'm eating a little bit of this and that. I really didn't really like pig out. I just had like bites of this and that. If it wasn't like amazing, I'd just push the plate away. I'd go get something else, right? But I had enough, right? Next day, I took my kids to a local high school to do some sprints because I'm thinking in my mind, like, I need to go burn off all these calories I just consumed yesterday, right? Because I want to stay shredded. As I'm warming up, I'm really, really like tight, like really just tight. Like everything's just tight and achy. And I'm like, damn, I am inflamed from all that shit I had yesterday. And in my head, I'm thinking like, no big deal. I'll just, once I get warmed up and get my blood flowing, it'll help remove some of this inflammation. That's what I'm thinking in my mind, right? So I'm warming up, doing these sprints on the football field, 40% speed, 50% speed. I'm trying to like work my way up to being able to do like 90 to 100%, full speed sprints and stuff like that, right? And I get about 70%. I'm on one of my little warm-ups. Pop! Fucking tore my hamstring. Literally fell to the fucking ground, searing pain, crying like a little bitch in front of my sons because I fucking tore my hamstring. And no shit, literally, as I'm falling to the ground after I just popped my fucking hamstring, I literally say to myself, I'm never doing this shit again. And I haven't. I haven't touched it since. It took me a fucking year to fully recover from that fucking injury. A year from one fucking meal. Now imagine how your body feels whenever you've been doing this shit every goddamn day for decades. Okay? It's why you got anxiety. It's why you're stressed out. It's why you're tired. It's why your testosterone levels are tanked. It's why you feel like shit. It's why you keep skipping the workouts because it makes you lazy as fuck. Right? Make sense? Is it all coming together now? Good. I'm glad you guys get this. All right, cool. So that pretty much concludes all I wanted to cover today for this video. So thank you for tuning in. If you would like to learn more about how to melt up to 30 pounds and get shredded in the next 90 days, reach out to me. Hit me up on Instagram. I'm using my backup account right now. Exceptional Fit. Here, check it out right here. Look at this. Shoot me a DM. Shoot me a DM here. Let me show you how to spell it. Okay, see this right here? Right here. See that? So you can hit me up there, right? Or just comment below and then I'll reach out to you. I'll actually put some more information in the description below. Actually, I'll put the link to the my Instagram, my email. I'll even give you my cell phone number so you can contact me directly beneath there too. So that way you can get in touch with me if you are actually ready for coaching and ready to step your game up. So that way we can actually tie all this in together because that's actually how I do it, right? I have an app that actually has all this stuff in here. And that's how we do it. I got the workouts for you, the food, the nutrition, everything, the accountability. It's all in one thing. So anyways, that's all I got for you guys today. Reach out to me if you want more information, and we'll see you next time.